Hello, this is Harwin from SEO Wolf. Today we'll be talking about institutional advertising. So there are two kinds of advertising. One is your institutional kind, and one is your direct response kind. Institution is kind of like the what you see normally on your TV, that you put on a very cute message comes up, then they put on this picture of that logo of the market, and they just happy feelings associated to the brand and think yes, that is going to work. But direct response is something different. Direct response is the kind of the infomercials that you see on your TV. They have an offer, they are touching your pain points, they are finding solutions, they are giving testimonials, and they're having something of a time limit on that offer. You have to take action now. There are some kind of bonuses. So those kind of ads are the direct response kind. So the thing is, institutional advertising, the results of those are you can't, it's very difficult to measure them. They don't even really measure them. What they tell to their clients is it will raise awareness, and two, three, or four times. Once the customer sees the fifth time, they'll be buying it. So they go on by that those logics, which is very hard to measure the ROI. So so even if they're doing something faulty, they don't get into blamed for that. And they try to be cute, they try to be creative, they try to win awards at their own award shows in this site. But the other thing side is direct response for the people that they do. They can measure the results, they can measure how many calls did we get, how many orders did we get for that advertising that they run. They can take measurable action that okay, this is not working, they can scrap this idea, or maybe this is working, so okay, maybe we can run this more. So this is kind of the basic difference between direct response and institutional advertising. So normally what you see, you really don't see the ad agencies direct response. That is not something that comes into your mind, or you think that is not very glamorous. That is okay if you are someone who works in one ad agency. That is a comfortable position for you, that maybe you won't get nailed for the targets and all that things from your clients. But if what you have is something that is your own business, what is a smart thing to do is to do advertising, direct response advertising, so that you can measure the results. That whatever you're doing, you can find out what's working and what's not working. You see, the big brands, they have large corporate budgets, and they can get away with it. They can get away with losing money on the brand. They can get away with just reminding the customers of their existence, or maybe just trying to associate happy feelings and those kind of PR stunts. But as a small businesses, you cannot really do that. You have to do something that builds a sale now, that makes a sale now. So the other thing is there's some resistance to this kind of advertising, that direct response might not build brands. But the thing is, once you have the sales, once you have something that you're selling consistently, you have quality, your brand will automatically be built. If it's a quality product, if you're delivering consistently, if you are something that stands on the values and those kind of things, that will be built. Right now, if they're starting out, if they don't have the sales, it's not the correct time to think about the brand building aspect, other than they have to think about sales. So you can ignore that. It might not look so fancy than the ads that you see. It might not be creative, it might not be made by ad directors or maybe the creative agencies, but you want someone who can sell something for your product. So here's what direct response comes in. So we'll be talking a lot about direct response in the future. So I'll just give you an overview about what it is. And basically, it's just salesmanship in print. So if you see those ads, they start maybe however cheesy there are a lot of people that buy those stuff. They buy those products at the end of the day. So that is why they keep running, because it works. So there's no shame in doing that. If you're doing, if you other things, if you're doing with integrity, if you're not cheating your customers, if you're delivering a quality product, you will eventually build a brand on it. So there's nothing conflict with building brand if you do those kind of advertisements. And that's all. We'll discuss more about direct response, but here I just wanted to share the difference between what you usually see in those institutional ads. You see those maybe those pages, me Instagram pages that have very clever, full, happy New Year, or just happy Diwali, or whatever. They have very cute and very slick graphic designers working on those uh, posts. You could say that is what they think that should be posted on their pages. But if that's good if you're a multi-billion-dollar company, but if it's a small business, that is the wrong strategy that you're doing. You have to run direct response, you have to run offers, you have to run ads to see what converts, you have to do all those kind of things. You cannot rely on this, especially right now when the competition is tough. So direct response, just an introduction to it. You can will be learning more about it, but that's on now. I'll leave those whatever the person your competition with the deep pockets. You can let them run it. You can let them run in process. Those are kind of relationship deals. It's more about a relationship in those kind of ad accounts and all that things, and trying to build those awards. Let them win those awards. That you win the sales. Whatever sales that are getting, you can measure it. Be practical about it, smart about it, and that's all. SEO signing out.